You know, on a Friday we spend time with Elvis from the Dominica Brewery. Let's say good afternoon to Elvis. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, man. How you doing?
Good. You're in a much better mood than you were last week.
Definitely.
So you're becoming stronger.
Definitely. I must say the mood is...
you laid your brother to rest?
Yes, we did.
Right.
On Wednesday, it was... Yeah. It was a moment to deal with, but of course, man, we dealt with it, and we are in the healing process now, you know what I'm saying?
All right, you stay positive, and if you're looking for the strength, you know where to look, man. Above.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. So what's going down with the Dominica Brewery?
I want to say good afternoon to all the listeners. If you're listening to us in Dominica around the world, wherever you're listening to us, if you're listening to us in Marigot, and your name is Edmond Henderson, and we want to say good afternoon to you, a special good afternoon to you, Mr. Henderson. It was a pleasure meeting you last night. Definitely, Matt, and all the folks in Marigot that I met last night, I want to say good afternoon to you.
What was happening in Marigot?
Throwback Thursdays, man. Something that happened in Marigot at the Cool Breeze Bar every Thursday. And of course, last night was just a bit different, you know. Came up with the Kuboli ladies, the Kuboli DJs, you know, a few staffs. You know what I'm saying? I went up there and joined the folks of Marigot and Cassibers, the Carib Territory, wherever they came from, to be at Throwback Thursday at the Cool Breeze last night. We had a very good time there last night, you know, in spite of the fact that it was raining very, very heavy last night. But we had a very good time until we left at about after 12 minutes to 1 this morning. And we are heading back to Marigot this afternoon. And why are we heading back to Marigot this afternoon? Since we were in Marigot last night. Of course, we were in Marigot last night. Spread the news that was already spread, of course. It was definitely the talk of the town last night in Marigot. The DHQ, the Dancehall Queen competition, that's on in Marigot. Marigot Massive, it's your turn now. Of course, the North East, it's your turn. We are starting all the way from Petit Soufriere right back into Calibishi. It's your turn. You can join us tonight at the Eclipse nightclub, and we are going to be there. Sound will be provided by the Eclipse Sound and Light. And we are going to be there tonight doing something big for you. Someone will walk away with $500 and also the right to step on the stage on December 3rd with Nikisha and Rennie 640 out of Jamaica. Dancehall Queens out of Jamaica on December 3rd. That's what you will win tonight, $500, and of course, the right to step on stage with those Dancehall Queen out of Jamaica. So tonight, of course, we're going to give the men a chance as well to show us what they can do, where they can win some six-packs, win some Guinness. Guinness is also free for 10 all night long tonight. Free for 10. Unheard of, right? Of course, it's Guinness Amplify, and we're doing it specially for Guinness and Guinness consumers, free for 10 tonight. Come on down and show us your talent. Come and do something on stage tonight. I can tell you the stage is completed. Branding has been completed. The drink has been delivered. Everything is in place. Sound has been set up. And it's just to go. Just to ring the bell, of course, and kick off tonight at the Eclipse nightclub in West Marigot. That's where we are heading tonight with the Guinness Amplify. We're going to definitely get some young ladies to show us their talent, and one definitely will emerge into the finals of the Guinness Amplify dancehall competition. So that's where we are this weekend, man. This is the main focus for the weekend. Guinness Amplify today in Marigot. That's where we are heading.
All right, we're going to come back to wrap it up and tell you about maybe all the other promotions this weekend. We come back.
Guinness, in collaboration with Eclipse Nightclub, presents Guinness Amplify, Dominica Dancehall Queen Marigot Zone Competition and After Party. Calling all dancehall queens from Wesley, Woodford Hill, Marigot, Calabishi and the Kalinago territory. This one is for you, the ultimate dancing competition. Friday 18th November 2016, 9 p.m. till Eclipse Nightclub, West Marigot, Dominica. drink promotion, Guinness, 3 for 10 and more. A well-portioned food and grill menu. After party features DJ Spawner and Eclipse DJs. Powered by Eclipse Sound and Lights. Get a chance to win $500 and of course a chance to advance to the grand finals for $1,000 and international bragging rights. As Dominica Dancehall Queen, Guinness, made of more. Be there.
Kubuli, Kubuli se boss, a pays à moi. Kubuli se boss, a Dominique à moi. Kubuli se boss, au festival moi. Si c'est pas Kubuli, nous en paie pas boire rien. Chebesau, Davos, Cheers, Chebesau, Crumbs, Myers Bar baby, Chebesau, After 4, Escape, Chebesau, Backstreet Line Bar. C'est Kubuli nous, Chebe, c'est quoi y'all nous? Nous kabwe Kubuli, tout partout. Chebe, Kapouchin pour Kachakou. Chebe, Kubuli c'est boss, à pays à moi. Kubuli c'est boss, à Dominique à moi. Kubuli c'est boss, au festival moi. Si c'est pas Kubuli, nous en paie pas boire rien. Kubuli c'est boss. Kubuli c'est boss. Chebe sao.
All right, we're going back to, of course, I was there to wrap things up today on all the promotions. I just gave him a joke, so he's laughing off mic. Yes, he definitely would make some more money. That's all I will say. So there are other promotions this weekend?
Other promotions on this weekend. Definitely we can ask persons to go all around the place. You know where your Kubuli is sold at free for 10. If you go downstairs now, of course, at cost you less, you can get your Kubuli free for 10. If you want your Kubuli as well, PC Cool and free for 10 with a wedding dress on, of course. You can go to Kendo's, you know, for your Kubuli PC Cool with wedding dress on, only $10 for free. So you can check them out and all the different places. Elimas Beach Vibes is on this Saturday. Of course, Lubia Bayside, that's where it is, Lubia Bayside. And we are heading there tomorrow, Saturday, for the Beach Vibes with Elimas Shop in Lubia. Look out for this one, Lubia Massive Point Michelle. That's what we are saying. We're coming your way. Kubuli at the golf. We are equipping ourselves tomorrow with some $10 because we know the golf is well equipped with some PC Cool Kubuli. So let's equip ourselves and go down to the golf and have a war there. Of course, just pass your $10 and of course they will give you your free Kubulis for $10. That's what happening at the golf tomorrow with DJ Epic. You know, there's a big domino action on, of course, and that's happening where? Nowhere else than DBS Parking Lot tomorrow. DBS Parking Lot, 10 teams in action for this big one tomorrow, Saturday from 4, so you can check them out there. Sunday we have...
You know Curtis Matthews playing tomorrow?
Curtis Matthew, of course, Sherman Green was playing as well, you know what I'm saying? She's making a comeback for this one. We also have Bolos on Sunday. Bolos plays in Point Michel. Bolo in Point Michel. Tomorrow, on Sunday, that is Sunday. Big action, soca, dollar short, Kubuli, free for 10. DJ MJ will be in the house in Point Michel at Bolos place on Sunday. More is happening on Sunday. It's happening where? In La Plaine Massive at the Point One Disco on Sunday from 2 in the afternoon. You can check them out from 2 in the afternoon. Point One Disco for this big element agencies, Kubuli, Chebe, South Domino League. That's on. The final is on Sunday at Point One Disco, and this is between Kento's Bar and Grill and Point One Disco. Big game on at Point One Disco on Sunday. Runners Barbecue, calling all the customers of Runners Barbecue on Sunday. You can check out Runners Barbecue for lunch and everything else at Runners Barbecue on Sunday, because there's big domino action on at Runners Place on Sunday. Look out for this and more, and loads of action all over the place. You can check us out, Dominica Brewery and Beverages, Kubuli, Chibisau, all over the place. But not forget at all what's happening. The biggest thing happening for the weekend, it's the DHQ at the Eclipse nightclub in Marigot tonight from it.
Thank you very much, Alphas. You're going to be there, right?
I'm going to be everywhere, man. Let me just say happy birthday, advance happy birthday to Dalroy, Darren Lloyd of Supply Dominica Brewery and Beverages. Darren Lloyd, it's your birthday tomorrow. We want to wish you all the best on your birthday on Sunday, that is. And we also have Noville Williams on Monday, the 21st. Advance birthday greetings to you guys. And I want to just sympathize again with Jasmine and my mom as well. I want to sympathize with my mom and her husband on the passing of her sister-in-law. Just want to sympathize with you. Know that my prayers goes out to you all. So all the best and holy strength at this time of grieving.
Wish you the same, my brother. Wish all your family and friends our deepest sympathies. And of course, our continued sympathies to the Kubuli staff there on the passing of their ex-employee. We're going to come back, Dominica. When we come back, Prime Minister, yes, Roosevelt Skerrit hitting back at his critics this week for his trip to Dubai. We're coming back after this, after this.
And again, at a press conference, speaking to the press about Parliament and the bills to be taken to the Parliament. I also referenced this in my independence address and indicated how important the program is to Dominica and that I will be embarking on a promotion of the CBI program.
Okay, let's take it from the top. Let's go.
Visit out of the island to attend the conference of the parties in Morocco. I now invite the Honorable Prime Minister to address you.
Morning. Sorry for being late. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, members of the Dominica public listening and viewing to this event live, friends, well-wishers, good morning. I returned home last evening after 13 days of grueling traveling across Europe, the Far East, and the Arab world. In 2 words, I would say the trip was very successful. It is a success because we achieved our objective of propelling and keeping Dominica out front as the premier destination in the region for investment in what is commonly referred to as citizenship by investment. As has been our practice over the past few years, we organized a series of promotional events in the marketplace. I think it is important, ladies and gentlemen, for persons in Dominica and the wider diaspora to understand that the CBI program has become very competitive. Not only are we, as an island in the Caribbean, competing against similar programs in other regions of the world, but we are also competing against each other as a region. We are each striving to offer the potential investor the highest and best value for his investment dollars. Therefore, it will be foolhardy of us if every time we are about to embark upon a major promotional drive of marketing initiative, we advertise to the world what we are doing and where we're going and what time are we going and how and when we are going. So it is downright silly for anyone to suggest that the Prime Minister, in embarking on any such marketing drive, should always divulge his detailed itinerary and intentions to the entire world. It is impossible to speak to 72,000 people in Dominica and not have this information relate to the wider world. That is what globalization is all about. That is what is meant by the super information highway. Anything that is said here in Roseau is simultaneously relayed across the region and the world and can be accessed by all and sundry having an interest in what is taking place in Dominica. That philosophical perspective notwithstanding, it is interesting to note that on this occasion, I referenced this trip in the public domain on at least 3 separate and distinct occasions. I said in Parliament, but I guess as usual the opposition protagonists were not in their seats, that I would be leaving state shortly after independence on a multi-nation tour to promote the CBI program. I said it again in my remarks, carried live at the meeting with the members of the Dominican diaspora weeks ago, and again at a press conference speaking to the press about Parliament and the bills to be taken to the Parliament. I also referenced this in my independence address and indicated how important the program is to Dominica and that I will be embarking on a promotion of the CBI program. Yet, I am hearing that there is a cloud of secrecy around this trip. So I left Dominica on November 4 and headed first to Hong Kong and then Bangkok for conferences on immigration. These meetings were attended by representatives of several other regional and hemispheric countries. And at the Bangkok meeting, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Honorable Timothy Harris, and a senior member of the Grenada Cabinet were present. I addressed the conferences twice and met with several promoters and agents and experts in the CBI program worldwide, promoting and marketing the virtues and benefits of our citizenship by investment program. Here again, I am amazed by the brazen ignorance of some in our midst who still do not understand the need for and importance of direct interpersonal marketing of a product such as CBI. Dominica in and by itself does not possess any major advantages over its competitors. Potential investors are not going to opt for Dominica because of how its name is spelled, or that it has more rivers than any other. You need to go to the marketplace ever so often and sell your product. You need to bring a human face to the destination. Potential investors must get to know and understand their leader, their government, and how the system works. Every head of government involved in the CBI program do this from time to time. Every head of government involved in the CBI program do this from time to time. I chose this time because there were several organized conferences from which Dominica could have benefited as a consequence of my attending. I also chose this time because it coincided with the celebration of our 30th anniversary of national independence. It is mystifying that the government is under attack for bunching the many events into a single trip, rather than spreading them over 3 or 4 trips that would have costed 3 or 4 times the price. And what is the government being criticized for? Not spending lavishly on private jets, expensive champagne, and expensive jewelry? The government is being criticized for purchasing a grand total of 9 airline tickets to fly a delegation to Dubai to promote Dominica, in a market from which Dominica derives hundreds of millions of dollars each year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to Dubai, how else would you get there if you do not purchase an airline ticket? There is no bus route between Dominica and Dubai. And when you reach Dubai, where are members of the delegation supposed to sleep? On the streets? In the Salvation Army? So I totally reject this notion of large sums being spent on airline tickets and accommodation. The only first-class airline ticket paid for by the state was that of the Prime Minister. Are the detractors suggesting that the Prime Minister of our country should travel in economy across economic class to Europe, Asia, and the Far and Middle East? Is it a stage to which our public discourse has reached in our country? In Europe, Asia, and the Arab world, there are now thousands of individuals who are proud and honored to proclaim their citizenship of this country to all and sundry. You should see how they rushed to receive a little buttonniere on Dominica and the pride with which they wore it. Citizens of Dominica and the UAE were as eager as I was to celebrate our National Day, and they embraced aspects of our culture as well as my presentation to what is taking place in Dominica. Now, on this question of culture, I was flabbergasted to hear that there were persons in our midst questioning the inclusion of 3 prominent artists on the Dubai leg of my trip. This was Dominica's National Day. These are Dominicans we are meeting with for the purpose of celebrating Dominica. Our guests were persons who helped to raise in excess of $200 million for Dominica last year, as well as potential investors from whom we are seeking to raise in excess of $300 million this year. The government has projected in the budgetary estimates presented to the Parliament for this financial year that it will need to raise $271 million from the CBI to finance the budget. And we think we can raise this money by sitting in Roseau and hoping that people will come knocking on doors saying that they want to get and invest in Dominica. I find it offensive, seriously offensive, that anyone in our midst would grudge Michael Henderson, Daddy Chess, and Hunter, 3 highly acclaimed and celebrated Dominican entertainers, for the very small token of appreciation that they received for journeying all the way to Dubai to promote Dominica. I read with astonishment where it was said that these artists were paid an astronomical amount of money to perform. Indeed, I can tell you honestly, I was somewhat ashamed when it was confirmed to me just how much each received for what I can assure you were some spectacular performances, all in tribute to and benefiting Dominica. I am a politician, and others such as Ambassador Dr. Henderson and the CBI coordinator, Ambassador Emmanuel Nanton, are servants of the people, and as such understand that we are easy prey for the detractors. I do not mind persons criticizing Roosevelt's character. That's what public life and holding public office is all about. But it cannot be fair that Michael Henderson, arguably one of the most accomplished entertainers Dominica has produced, is publicly ridiculed for the mere 1,000 honorarium that she was given for singing her heart out for Dominica in Dubai. And the same applies to Hunter and Daddy Chess. $1,000 is what they were paid, and for this they are being ridiculed by opposition politicians in this country and being portrayed as having benefited from hundreds of thousands of dollars from the public purse. And to those who ask why these 3 were chosen, my simple answer to you is with the following question: why not these three? Why not these three? The CBI program last year alone contributed in excess of $270 million to the Dominican economy. US $100 million was earned by CBI. And elected parliamentarians in this country are making a stir about the government spending US $100,000 from the same US $100 million to promote the country to thousands of potential investors. From Bangkok, we journeyed to Dubai and met with hundreds of potential investors who have been analyzing several CBI programs, but for whom the opportunity to interface with a prime minister would have made the world of a difference. And while our entertainers and our public officials are away working 15 hours a day to keep the flag of Dominica flying, they were being ridiculed here at home because some bright person or persons in our midst believe that US $100,000 is too much to spend on safeguarding US $100 million. This is the type of public posturing that does the image and stature of our country no good. So we had several independence-related activities in Dubai, at which we did direct marketing of the Dominica CBI program. I also nipped across to Jordan to meet with some potential investors, as well as with the former Prime Minister of Jordan and the current head of the Jordanian Parliament, and also the Minister of the Interior. All of this we achieved in one single day. I did not sleep in Jordan because that same evening I had to rush to Marrakesh, Morocco for the opening of the Climate Change Summit that was attended by several other heads of government and state, as the photograph circulated on social media would have shown. Minister of Health, Dr. Darrow, will in due course update the nation on the discussions and decisions of the Climate Change Conference. And I want to say to you that I am very pleased with the leadership that Dr. Darrow has provided on behalf of Dominica in respect to the climate change negotiations. But it was also important for Dominica, just as it was for St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and for Jamaica, to have the head of government in attendance at that meeting. While in Morocco, I met with several government officials and discussed matters of interest to Dominica and ordinary Dominicans. For example, I can tell you that we were able to negotiate another shipment of fertilizer for our agricultural sector, and this should be landing in Dominica late February to early March. Also, with respect to the stalled Moroccan hotel project, all the kinks have been ironed out. Local contractors have been paid. The main contractor is in receipt of 80% of the projected completion costs, and work to complete the hotel should commence in earnest soon after the Christmas holidays. In respect to the Climate Change Conference, COP22, the matter of climate change continues to be of some concern to us as small states, Dominica included. Our attendance at this summit was critical as we continue to advocate our meaningful commitment from the main emitters of greenhouse gases. Dominica, like the rest of CARICOM, will continue to make it very clear that the financial resources need to be made available the soonest by the developed world. Our country's very existence is under serious threat if mitigation against climatic conditions are not put in place. Time on this matter of climate change waits for no man.
All right, it's just about 19 to the hour of 1 o'clock. An excerpt there of the news conference this morning with Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Responding to some of the criticisms as to why did they have to travel with 9 persons to Dubai, including 3 local entertainers. In a nutshell, Prime Minister is saying, what is wrong with spending $100,000 US when we're getting $100 million in return? He thought the criticisms on leveled against the entertainers were baseless. Are you there, caller? Are you there, caller? You're not. Let's move on. Hello.
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon.
Yes.
You see, good to put a little pressure. You see, he had a news conference. Everything fine with him. But the money he take and do that, it could fix our roads. He could have do something. We don't mind the entertainers go, but we didn't know they was going. So what's so fun in criticizing him? We must put more pressure on him for him to come out like that.
So you think the more pressure you put, the more he'll come out?
He will come out. He'll come out.
Good afternoon. Hello. Talk to me.
Matt Peltier, this is Lennox Linton.
Yes, Lennox. Good afternoon to you, sir.
How are you doing?
Good.
The budget presentation by Roosevelt Skerrit in July of this year disclosed that an amount of $15.9 million was paid to the firm CS Global for marketing the Citizenship by Investment program, which raised in excess of $200 million in that financial year. So for us to hear now from the Prime Minister, almost as though he's forgotten what he has already reported and disclosed, that one firm received commissions of $15.9 million for the very same passport revenues of last year. For him to tell us that those revenues are now dependent on him bringing his friends and associates over to Dubai, I think the Prime Minister has to stop insulting the intelligence of the people of Dominica and to start speaking the truth for a change, because he's giving us the impression now that all it takes to market Dominica's citizenship program in a single year is $100,000 US that he will use to pay for airfares and travel for 9 people to Dubai. And that is simply not the case. And the Prime Minister knows that he is misleading the people of Dominica. He's been totally disingenuous. And he has reached a stage now where he no longer concerns himself with the struggles of ordinary people. The public works employees, Matt, they're owed $140,000.
EC dollars.
Paid their money. EC dollars, 140,000 EC dollars, which is about half of what the Prime Minister claimed was spent to bring his friends to Dubai. But he's not concerned about them. They can go to court, they can go and waste their money in court to fight him for their legal right to severance, while he takes offense and he's outraged that people can raise questions about prioritized spending of public money in Dominica. But the point I really call to underline, man, is that all of the passport agents are spending their money to attract attention to themselves by setting up all these conferences, which the Prime Minister attends and speaks at. CS Global is getting its global commission on the sale of all the passports, amounting last year to $15.9 million. The Prime Minister, who tells us that, comes back to suggest to us now that all it takes to market the project is $100,000 US that he uses to bring some friends to Dubai. And I don't know how much more ridiculous a Prime Minister can get than that. I don't know where else in the civilized world any man would have the gall to stand up in front of a nation and talk that absolute garbage knowing fully well that there will be no sanction for it, that he can stand up and insult intelligence of the people of Dominica to that extent, and nothing will come of it. God bless you, man.
God bless you too, Lennox Linton, the opposition leader there. 147. In a nutshell, Lennox is saying absolute garbage. Hello, talk to me.
Matt, good afternoon.
Yes.
Matt, let me tell you, what Skerrit was talking there is pure nonsense. I mean rubbish, Matt. Matt, when you can tell me, what's the sense of you're talking about criticizing for spending 100,000 to bring back 100 million? Matt, it's not the first time Skerrit going out to Dubai. What has he brought back to produce to show that he's bringing back anything? You know, he hasn't brought back anything over the past 20 years. He's been taking trips to Dubai, and you want to tell me you're taking now Calypsonians? You're very selective in who you're taking up there, and you're saying about you bringing back 100 million. I mean, that's just...
Who would have been your choice in the entertainers that you'd have taken to Dubai? Just a question.
Matt, if you're going to take your entertainment to Dubai, you would have called up call it our music industry or music clique and say, hey guys, this is what we are planning, right? We need the best of our best to go out here, okay? But
you don't think that Mikael is one of the best that we have here, or Hunter, or Daddy? Just a question.
I mean, we're not saying that they're not good. We're not saying that.
But I'm asking you, who would have been your choice?
I'll have Dice. I would have Dice as part of a delegation going out there. I would have maybe not even Daddy Chess or Hunter. I mean, I would have taken Hunter, but I would have used some other people. Gordon Henderson. Midnight Groovers, get a well put together team and you go out there.
My friend, and now you're looking at a bigger delegation, and you're criticizing the Prime Minister for 3. Hello, talk to me. Again, choices, 149. That's what I'm asking the question. Hello.
Have we recovered from Erica, Matt?
I don't know. It'll take us $1 billion plus,
okay, Matt,
from what I gather.
Can you recall we cancelled Creole Festival? Skerrit say we can't be seen party in the world with 2 kubul in our hand and a woman whining on. Can you remember that, Matt?
Yes.
So what happened? You had to go up there and maybe bring some slides of our cultural events to save money. Matt, did you listen to Skerrit say there's every year, annually, Matt, hundreds of millions of dollars are being made from the citizenship by investment, Matt?
Yes.
And he said thousands of people out there have our passports as citizens of Dominica. But Dominicans are sleeping for real, Matt? How many thousands? And there's only hundreds of millions of dollars we're making annually. Where is that money? Look at the country. You cannot pay public works $140-something thousand, and you're telling me you're making hundreds of millions of dollars in passport sales? My brother, that brother is not even giving the people a bit of credit and say, I understand the people have the right to ask questions, they have a right to be concerned. But look, the brother have a kind of attitude, he's flabbergasted and have a blessed day.
Only indeed, somebody says in a WhatsApp message that a leader can contemplate talking this rubbish on national radio. The idea that you need Calypsonians to convince investors is absolute garbage. Hello, talk to me. Are you there, caller? I'm sorry, missed that call. Yes.
Matt, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Matt, I don't know. It's unbelievable. First, Roosevelt Skerrit, he's very expert. He says that it is okay to criticize him. He can accept that. He's a politician. He uses Mikael as the scapegoat. He uses her. He feels so sorry because we are criticizing her, right? But then he comes back around at the end of it all, and it's really about him being criticized. He's very expert, Matt. He's very smart. He knows how to sway, and we've been hearing it for 100 years now from Roosevelt Skerrit. We cannot be fooled anymore. Mr. Skerrit has all kinds of benefits that he's not telling us about. Obviously, he won't tell us about other benefits. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Of course, given the interest in this, we'll continue next week here. Hello, talk to me. Prime Minister hitting back, yes.
Matthias, can we still contribute to that PM response?
Yes, you can, and they will continue next week as well. There's a lot more.
Okay. To you, Mr. PM, is that another office that you hold? Well, tell us if you are head of marketing. If you care about the people of the island, you cannot be so many other places and saying that you are head of the government. Not even the creator of the heavens and earth who have all authority, he delegates. It is not war that you are going to fight, PM. Or are you an enemy? So should what you are doing public, on behalf of the people, why is it such a secret? And you spoke about the ignorance, but by your actions, Mr. PM, should we not say that is because you are so pleased that the people are ignorant? That's why you are getting away with all those things that you are doing. And one last thing, who are they promoting the island for? When especially we know that the population is almost close to insignificant because of so many deaths. And a question to you, sir, who are you? Is that the original spirit that persons have known all along, or is it a total possession? Thank you, Matthias.
Thank you very much, boy. I tell you, the telephone calls are coming in. I will play it again on Monday. Prime Minister hit back at his critics for his recent trip. Hello.
Divide and rule. Now, Mikel is the victim, eh? Mikel Henderson is the victim. But you see, Skerrit and Dominicans, enjoy yourself.
Hello, talk to me here.
Hello, good afternoon, Matt.
Yes.
We have a new marketing officer or a prime minister? A marketing officer, we have or a prime minister? Matt, what happened to Alex? Is he the one marketing for all shows and everything in Dominica?
I don't think it was a show going on. They were trying to sell passport or citizens, economic citizenships. Hello, good afternoon, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. I was thinking that, what Mr. Linton said there is exactly what I was thinking. But it's not the Prime Minister that's doing it. It's you that are doing it. You insulting the intelligence of Dominicans, Matt, because you after all what we hear the Prime Minister say, your takeaway is that the Prime Minister figure he's gonna spend $100,000 to make $200 million, and there was so much more information and important ideas he discussed about.
And of course, you can talk about anything important that you heard the Prime Minister say. It's your choice, gentlemen. I played you an entire 23 minutes of the address. So why is it the only thing that you want to talk about?
But it seems to me that's the only thing you want to talk about.
Nothing to do with me. It's what the Prime Minister said that you're criticizing. I was commenting on, in a nutshell, what he was saying. He was saying that he's, of course, spending $100,000. He's making $100 million. Did you hear him say that?
Yeah, but you're talking about the marketing of it. You see, because in business,
No, it's my choice to talk about what I want coming out of what I heard. I was looking for the salient points to be discussed. But if you think that you want to talk about anything else, I was not going to stop you, sir. I played you 23 minutes of the Prime Minister's speech, so you can talk about what you want. And we'll continue on Monday. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon, man.
How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I know so many millions of dollars are hanging all over the place, but the road to the abattoir is a road for a good life.
To the abattoir. So you're moving away from what we're talking about now, okay? We'll be back. We'll be back. Always interests me, what people, want to talk about. But I guess it's your choice. But today we're talking about his trip, and of course his criticisms of his critics criticizing his trip to, of course, Dubai and elsewhere. But here with me for just a few more minutes before we wrap it up. We'll continue this discussion. Very interesting there. Come Monday. And there's more. We're talking electoral reform on Monday as well. So it's a full package on Monday morning on the hot seat. But we have a young lady from the Wesley Woodfordale area they want to talk to. Marigot as well. What's up with you?
This year we're looking to appreciate the bus drivers from Marigot Wesley.
The bus driver?
Yes. We want to give back something to them this year. So we're looking for the, it's in collaboration with Cool Breeze Bar and a few members of the Marigot community. We are looking to appreciate the bus drivers by giving back something to them. We appreciate their service for driving us through all the year. So we want the public to know about it. By next week, we'll let everybody know what is going on. And we would like the public to vote who is the most courteous driver for them on the
Courteous
road.
driver.
Courteous driver for them on the road this year. So that's what we want to let
So from what community?
So from Marigot, Wesley, Woodford Hill, go down, the area go down.
Okay.
Yes, all about
So you're looking for the bus
Yes.
driver of the year?
For the year, yes, that's what we're looking for.
Bus driver
Of the year.
of the year. You could be from Woodford Hill.
Woodford Hill, because these are the guys who drive us throughout Woodford Hill, Wesley, Woodford Hill, Marigot, and Calibishi.
All right, that's nice.
Yes, so
All right.
we're looking forward
So
to
when
it.
is your deadline?
So we're looking the deadline maybe the 3rd of December. So but we'll let the public know what is going on. So it's up to the public to vote. It's not us.
So the public will
the
vote.
public will vote on that, yes. Who they decide.
All right.
Yes.
What's your name?
There are some good guys up there. Jennifer Jappie from Monkey Hill, Marigot, better known as Laurel.
All right. So if somebody want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Well, we have the numbers 445-8076, and we have 518-1615. So they can get in contact with me. And we have other letters to bring out and so for sponsors. So we want to appreciate those drivers, and we want the public of Marigot to get involved.
All
We
right.
will let them know more about it next week.
Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll continue to talk next week. Bus driver of the year. You have that choice, okay? Okay, we have 2 moments. Let's see who's on the line at this time. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Matt.
How you doing, my brother?
Yes, Matt, the Prime Minister must know is not critics. Dominican people want to know. He has a habit of doing things that we do not know. And tell him for me again, when he said that the hotel is going to complete sometime after Christmas could be sometime next year Christmas. So give us a definite date. That hotel has been closed. No work has been going on there. So tell him again. That's the kind of corning and, that kind of way he does. He's conniving attitudes. He's getting a suspicious man. This man is to clandestine. Tell him for me, please. We want to know exactly when the hotel is going to recommence. With respect to construction, not sometime after Christmas. Sometime after Christmas doesn't give us a definite time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you too. Come Monday, we'll talk again. And Monday, please walk with your notebooks, okay? I'm gone. We'll be back on your radio tomorrow morning, Saturday. You know what happens on a Saturday? Dickie Salawa is next, right on the big station.